Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. APGP, a topic of your E1. Okay. Uh, Now, I'll be writing some sequences here, and you have to tell me that which one is an odd one, which does not belong to the band. So tell me, like, I have written down 4 different sequences here. Which one of these 4 do you think is different from the remaining 3 of the sequence?
B.
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 B. So why do you think that B is different from the remaining 3 sequences?
For every term, the difference decreases by 1.
Okay, so very good. So you have used a term here, the difference, okay? So that is going to be one of the key words being used here. That is the difference, okay? And if I write the common before that, तो फिर हमारी बात पूरी हो जाएगी. Now, in an AP, we are going to cover this AP today, inshallah. In an AP, there is always a common difference between all the terms, okay? Achha, before I talk about the terms, I should tell you the first term of a sequence will always be denoted by A. Okay, the first term, that is the first term of the sequence, will always be represented by A. Okay, the common difference will be represented by small d. Okay, now this is your A or A1, and this is your A2, this is your A3, this is your A4, and so on. The last term will be known as AN. Okay? So if you have an AP, then you will see that this common difference would be same if you find A2 minus A, or you find A3 minus A2, or you find A4 minus A3, or even if you find that AN and minus AN minus 1. If AN is the last term, then AN minus 1 would be the term before that last term, okay? So if the common difference is same, as you see that in the B part, 11 minus 5, that is 6. The difference is 6 here. 16 minus 11 is 5. So I don't need to find the next differences because we have seen that the difference is not the same. So this one is not an AP. This is not an arithmetic progression. Okay. Now look at the C part. What is 10 minus 1? That is 9. 19 minus 10, that is 9. 28 minus 19. So this is an AP. Now look at this. This is 0 minus 4. This is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 0 is minus 4. Minus 8 minus minus 4 is minus 4. So this is again another AP. Okay. Now the first thing that we need to learn is that we must be able to write the nth term, or in general, the general term of an AP, okay? The formula for an AP is basically, that is A plus n minus 1 into D. That is A plus n minus 1 into D. If you just look at this formula, you can easily see that why the formula is like this. For example, if you look at this sequence here, this is 3, 5, 7, this is 9, then 11, and so on. Now, if you know the first term is 3, and the common difference is 2. Now, for the second term, how many times you will add 2 into it? The second term would be 3 plus 2, and that is 5. Now the third term would be 3 plus 2 into 2. That is going to give you 7. The fourth term would be 3 plus 3 times the difference, and that is going to be 9. So I believe you understand this, that when, like if you have, for example, if I tell you that there is an AP, the first term is 10 and the common difference is, let's say, 3. So what will be the next term? Come on.
13.
13.
13, okay. What would be the next term after 13?
16.
16. Now suppose if I just keep this hidden, this is hidden here, and I want this fourth term here. So how can you find this? 10 plus what will give you this fourth term?
10 plus 12.
10 plus
10 plus
9. 10 plus 10 plus
9.
9.
10
10
plus 9. So that is why if you look at this formula, whenever you have to find the nth term, you will add n minus 1 times the common difference and you will get that nth term. For example, if you need fifth term, so the fifth term would be a plus how many times the common difference? Come on.
4.
4.
4D, okay? If you want to find the 10th term, so that would be A plus
9.
9D. If you want to
9D.
find the 12th term, so that would be A plus 11D.
11D.
Similarly, if you want to find the nth term, that would be A plus
And
n minus 1 times the common difference. Okay? Acha. Now let me move to the next page and write a question here. So you have to write down the sixth term and the nth term. Now suppose the sequence is like, let me say this, the first sequence is 8 to minus 4 and so on. Okay, you just try finding them. I'm writing some more questions here. This is 1.3, 1.7, 2.1, so on. Then you have 73, 67, and just one more. Have 1 minus x, have 1, you have 1 plus x, and so on. Okay, so you have to tell me what are your answers now. Now, we need to note down that we have A is 8. And what is the common difference, Bacho, here?
Minus 6.
Yeah, that has to be 2 minus 8, that is minus 6. Okay? When you need to know the sixth term, so that would be A plus 5D. Okay? So the sixth term would be 8 plus 5 times minus 6. So 8 minus 30, that is minus 22. And the nth term is going to be 8 plus uh, n minus 1 into minus 6. You can leave it like this, or if you want to simplify this, this is going to give you 14 minus 6n. That is its nth term. Okay? I'll be doing the B part and then you will do the next two parts yourself. Now, here we have, you must note down that your A is 1.3, your D is 1.7 minus 1.3. So that is 0.4. So your sixth term would be A plus 5D. So that is 1.3 plus 5 into 0.4. So that is 3.3. And now the nth term, that is A plus n minus 1 times D. So A is 1.3 plus n minus 1 into that 0.4. Okay, this is 0.4. This is 0.4 here, okay? So this is going to be, you can leave it like this, or otherwise you can write it as
0.4x plus 0.9.
0.9 plus 0.4 n. Okay? That would be the nth term. Now please do the C and D parts. The nth term for this is going to be your A is 1 minus x plus n minus 1 into this x. If you want to simplify this, this is 1 minus x plus nx minus x. So this is 1 minus 2x plus nx. This is 1 plus x into n minus 2. That is the nth term in its simplest form. Okay? In the next question, you have to give that what is the number of terms. Like, for example, if there is a question, let me say it's a part of this question number 2. Now, the sequence is 8, comma 2, comma minus 4, and this is going up to this minus 202. Okay? So we want to know that if this is the nth term of this whole sequence, then what is this n? Or in other words, what is the number of terms? N stands for the number of terms, okay? So now we have A. You should always write this information that A is 8 and your D is 2 minus 8, which is minus 6. Your AN is given this time, which is minus 202. So you have to find the value of n. So I can say that, okay, A plus n minus 1 into D, that is my AN, okay? So A is 8. We don't know what is this n. So I'll just write it like this into this. Please use the brackets as I'm doing. It is minus 202. So this 8 will go to the other side. So this minus 6 into n minus 1 will be minus 210. Okay? And then minus is cancelled with the minus. So we have n minus 1, that is 210 over 6. Okay? So this is going to be 35. And this n is going to be 36. Now you see that the number, this was the 36th term of this sequence. You must remember that this A or D can be anything, but this n can only be a positive integer because this cannot be negative or a fraction or anything. So this n has to be a positive integer. Okay. If you're not getting that, that means you're doing something wrong here. Okay. Let me write some questions for you. So these are the three parts here. Try to find n from these. Okay. Now tell me what are your answers in your B. What is your n here?
11. In D or B?
B.
11.
And for the C,
13.
the last one.
The last one is 11 and the first one is 87.
8.
Isn't the first one 88?
Yes.
Sir, 88 है.
Okay, so these are the answers to these questions. Okay. I have to move to the next part of this lesson now, and that okay, B part, like you're worried about the B part. So your A is 3. What is your B? Sorry, D. That is 9 minus 3. That is
Yes.
6. And your nth term is 525. So this A plus n minus 1 into D, that is equal to A.
सर मुझे अपनी मिस्टेक मिल गई है.
Okay, so let me complete this now. 3 plus n minus 1 into 6, that is 525. 25. Okay, so 6 into n minus 1 is 522. N minus 1 is 87. So your n is 88. Okay, now moving to the next segment of this topic. Isme we are left with um, two more things. Now, the first thing is that you can be given two different terms. For example, you're told that the fourth term of an AP is 15, okay? And the ninth term is 35, okay? So you have to find out that what is A and what is D. And maybe you have to find, like, let's say 10th term or 11th term, like that. The first thing is that you must be able to find that what is A and D. Okay? So when you have a question like this, there are many ways of doing this. I'll be telling the simpler one. So you must know that this A4 can be written as A plus 3D. Okay? And this A9 can be written as A plus 8D. That is equal to 35. Okay? Fourth term, so you have 3D. Ninth term, so you have 8D. Okay? So you solve these two equations simultaneously. Let's subtract these two equations. This is A plus 8D, that is 35. So by subtracting them, you will have A's cancelled. So this is minus 5D, that is equal to minus 20. So your D is going to be 4, okay? And then you substitute it in here. This is A plus 8 into 4, that is equal to 35. So this A is going to be 35 minus 32. So this A is going to be 3. So that is how you find this A, the first term, and the common difference D, okay? Let me write some questions for you here. So try these questions. I can do one more for you if you want. Part C quickly, देखो बेटा, you have A plus 11D equal to minus 8, and you have A plus 19D that is equal to minus 32. इनको solve कर लो, you will get your answer right. Okay.